I started noticing I was really struggling to complete a bowel movement. Um, didn't really have any pain, didn't have any blood, noticeable things like that. But I knew obviously something was going on after a while. I had a colonoscopy and woke up with the doctor and my wife standing by my side. And he let me know that there was a large mass in my lower colon rectum area. So the journey began. Ended up landing with Johns Hopkins University, which we're kind of blessed to have in our neighborhood. It's a great institution, and we met with a surgical group there. By now, we figured out it was rectal cancer and not colon cancer. So a lot of ups and downs through that, and then I was introduced to a new surgeon who spent some time with me. He had just come to Hopkins, and he was pretty well known. And he talked to me and he said, I think we can go in and repair a lot of this because you still have enough colon left that kind of redo things for you as soon as you heal up. And I was very encouraged. He was a very strong and kind man. His name's John Efron. And sure enough, towards the end of 2010, I went back in and had surgery, had a 8-hour surgery. I had a scan and my doctor called me and said, looks like there's something on your pancreas. So that wasn't a good day either. But we got in real early and did some biopsies, and sure enough, I had a tumor in the tail of my pancreas. And the doctors weren't sure if it was metastasized rectal cancer or a new cancer. So within a month, I'm in surgery and had what's called a distal pancreectomy. They cut off the tail of my pancreas. I didn't have to have the Whipple procedure. But the doctor came in after about a 5-hour surgery and said that was pancreas cancer. So, I was blessed. I was at the end of my 5-year maintenance, and that scan found this cancer. It may sound strange, but I tell people I was blessed to get rectal cancer because it saved my life, because we found the pancreas cancer. So here I am. I'm a very lucky and blessed human being. Supporting other people going through the journey has been a big lift for me. So I do that on a regular basis. Yeah. I discovered early on there's a Christian saint called Saint Peregrine, and he's known as patron saint of cancer recovery. And I have these little prayer coins for Saint Peregrine, and I carry them everywhere, and I give them to patients. And I started doing that back then. People really took note of something like that somebody cared. It was something special they could put in their pocket. And we started giving them out to everybody at the chemo center. And someone smarter than me once said that, the last chapter of healing is giving back to others and helping them through the journey. And it's really true. I'm not the only one that does that, I'm sure. But for me, it's been a great experience. And I think we've helped a lot of people. That helped and led to things like working with Tam Wojcicki at Hopkins to build a colorectal and specifically rectal cancer support group that my wife and I are very active in. We meet quarterly with similar patients going through similar things and bring guest speakers in. And, the journey of rectal cancer survivorship is hard. And so finding tricks of the trade, if you will, to get through these crazy GI issues that we have has been very warm and welcoming and very helpful to many. So we really enjoy doing those things. My wife and I are also part of the Patient Family Advocacy Council, PFAC at Hopkins. My wife got involved in that very early when she saw, things we could do to better the environment for patients and patient advocacy. So that's a great platform that, every month we have Zoom meetings with, goodness, 50, 60 people on. And we talk about everything from nutrition and food available for patients to transportation to housing for people. And it's really been great. I also, a couple of years ago, became a board member for the Colorectal Cancer Research Center of Excellence at Hopkins, which is chaired by Dr. Nida Firozad, who happens to be my oncologist. And they're doing wonderful things there on the forefront of science, but really covers the whole spectrum from wellness and early diagnosis all the way through therapeutic development. And last year, we put together an event to try to help support and fund that platform. And we came up with a name called The Rhythm of Life, which I loved. And we had it at a venue in Baltimore at a restaurant that I happen to be an owner in. And it was meant to be a combination of a celebration of survivorship and celebrating the people that helped me so much at Hopkins and others, all my caregivers, and also raise some money for a good cause. So the response was amazing. We sold out. We had over 260 people there. We had music and food, and it was truly a night of celebration with a little bit of fundraising. And actually, we did quite well. We raised over $100,000 that went directly to the center. And happy to report that that money was used in a very good way to do and help support a small trial that they were running on a combination drug, immunotherapy, and chemo that some advanced cancer patients responded very well to. So, you can see the immediate results of some things we've been doing. The reaction to that was so great that everybody wanted us to do it again this year. So we are. So in September of this year, we're going to do Rhythm of Life 24. This whole thing has been very rewarding to me. As painful as it's been and as arduous it's been extremely rewarding, and it's opened my eyes to things. And like I said, I feel like I'm a better person. I feel like I'm much better connected to my faith and my family. And for all that, I give thanks,